This video is sponsored by Fox 3 Managed Solutions. Use the coupon code above to get 10% off your subscription.
DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. This is going to be for new players that are brand new to DCS, have never seen it, heard of it. Maybe they've seen a couple videos about it and are curious about it, but don't know anything about it. That's what this series is going to be about. I'm going to walk you through where to download it, how to install it, how to configure it, get your joystick bound up to all the controls that you need, get on your first flight, get on your first multiplayer session, mods, installing liveries, how to set them up, all that stuff. We're going to have a blast. I'm going to get you guys set from zero to having a ton of fun with DCS. First thing I want to note for those of you who are new, DCS is designed to be a combat flight simulator. It was not designed to be an arcade type game. However, contrary to popular belief amongst the DCS community, DCS can be configured to play like a regular combat flight game. You can turn on the simplified flight model. You can turn on unlimited fuel, unlimited weapons, immortality, so you don't get shot down. You can have as much fun as you want with this. There are public servers you can join where when you spawn into an aircraft that's already in the air flying with all its systems up and running, aligned, master arm is already on, air-to-air is already selected. All you have to do as the player is lock onto your target and hit the weapon release button. That's it. You spawn in, kill everything in sight until you're killed, then respawn in the air, already ready to go. Kill everything in sight until you get shot down, respawn, shot down, respawn, shot down. It's Airquake. You can play DCS like a regular video game. And in that scenario, all you need to know is how to use the gun or how to do a simple lock and fire a missile. You don't need to know procedures. You don't need to know how to start the jet if that's all you do. There's whole servers dedicated to this. And these guys are having a blast because it's more realistic than those arcade games out there. And in some cases, like Flaming Cliffs modules, it's just as easy to learn. Couple buttons on your keyboard or your joystick and you're set. On the flip side of things, there are servers out there that you load in and you spawn into your aircraft and it is cold and dark and you have to follow the real life startup procedures to get the jet started up. You have to actually contact ATC on the radio, and some of these servers actually have human ATC guys that'll actually talk you through this and give you instructions on where to taxi to get to the runway. And then you have to ask for takeoff clearance. You have to follow proper procedures and follow the rules of that airspace. You have to contact your forward air controller. You can get as mil-sim as you want with DCS, and that's where I believe DCS is superior to these other sims and games. Is it can be arcadey if you want. You can turn all that stuff off. You can turn on all the labels that you want so that you can see the entire airspace. No IFF needed. And then because DCS has so many details built into it, you can go as far as you want into the mil-sim aspect of it. So in my personal opinion, DCS can be both a game or a simulation. Completely up to you as the player, whatever your preference is. Another thing to note, there is only one single player campaign included in the free DCS download, and it is only for the SU-25T. So if you want more campaigns, you can purchase a campaign. The beauty of it is there's lots of campaigns out there. So if you've bought the F-16 or the F-18, there's campaigns for those aircraft. If you bought a helicopter, they've got campaigns for the Apache. And so if you want that experience of having a story-driven campaign, they are out there. You can purchase them. They're not that much, anywhere from $10 to $20 for a campaign. These campaigns are a lot of fun, and they have been built for the specific aircraft or airframe that you purchased it for, that it's been modeled around. So the F-16 campaigns are made for the F-16. The F-18 campaigns are just for the F-18. So you have to have that aircraft first. So you'll have to buy the aircraft, and then you can buy the campaign. Next thing I want to make sure that I note is DCS is a free to play a game. Technically, you can download the game for free. You get the SU-25T and the trainer version of the P-51. The trainer version of the P-51 does not have guns, bombs, or rockets, any weapons. It's just a flight sim. You can fly it around, but it's a lot of fun. And then the SU-25T is a fully combat-capable aircraft, and you get those for free. You also get 2 maps for free, the Caucasus map and the Marianas Islands. However, once you're done with those and you've played quite a bit and you want to delve into DCS a little deeper, maybe you want to fly a different aircraft. Maybe you want to fly over a different map, a different area of the world. That's where the money comes in. You're going to have to purchase an aircraft. You're going to have to purchase another map. But you get those things for free. And then if you want to go any deeper, you're going to have to spend a little money. So once you're done with the SU-25 and you want to go a little deeper and you want to spend some money, you have 2 routes that you can follow. The first route is the Flaming Cliffs route. These are cheaper aircraft, about $15 each, or you can buy all of them, all 11 of them, for $60 in the Flaming Cliffs package. The Flaming Cliffs aircraft are beautifully modeled, both inside and out, have full weapon systems, full flight dynamics, just as good as any other jet that you can get at DCS. Much easier to use, just a couple clicks of the keyboard or buttons on your joystick and you're off and running. However, if that's not something you're passionate about, and you're more passionate about a specific airframe and you want the full experience, a fully modeled one-to-one recreation of a cockpit, every button, every knob, every switch clickable, the capability of being able to follow real-life procedures as if you were in the real jet, being able to manage the systems the way a real fighter pilot would manage them, then you'll want to get a full Fidelity module. Now these are significantly more expensive than the Flaming Cliffs aircraft. Each one of these is anywhere between $50 and $80, unless you wait for a sale. Now me personally, being a former F-16 crew chief, I had to get the F-16. So if you have the money and the time to research and learn the entire aircraft as if it were the real thing, you can go for the full Fidelity modules. If that's too much, way too much for you and too much money, I highly recommend Flaming Cliffs. Easier to learn, lots of fun to fly. I also want to make sure I note real quick, for those of you who are new, you are no less better off if you get Flaming Cliffs versus a full Fidelity module. The full Fidelity F-18 guy out there on the server is no better off than you are as far as kills go. If you're going to go out there and dogfight and have all kinds of fun, some of these Flaming Cliffs jets are just as formidable as a full Fidelity jet. So don't feel like the full Fidelity guys are any better off than you are if you get Flaming Cliffs. Next thing you want to decide, if you're going full Fidelity, you're going to need to figure out what you want to fly. Now, there is no better aircraft than the other. These are all personal preference. I highly recommend you pick the aircraft that you are most passionate about. Like for me, obviously the F-16. There's other people that could not care less about the F-16. They would rather fly something else, like the Viggen or the Mirage, right? So find the one that speaks to you. Find the one that has your attention, the one that you're going to love flying. Buy that one. And if you're not sure, try out the 14-day trial period. You don't have to spend all that money. Go ahead and try one of them out. Eagle Dynamics has been kind enough to provide us this 14-day trial period that we can use for the full Fidelity aircraft. So you can try it out for 2 weeks and see if you like it in the first place before you spend $80 on it. There are pros and cons to every module. What it really comes down to is what you're passionate about. What are you trying to get out of DCS? Are you just wanting to dogfight? Do you want to also be able to do CAS? Maybe you want to, play around with a boat. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, just pick something that you're going to enjoy. One of the things I love about DCS is there's no grinding. You're not grinding to get another aircraft to earn it or anything like that. You can literally just pay for it. Just buy it right away. There's no buying coins or tokens or whatever and then buying your rights to get to another level so that you can get to that area. Just buy it. Whatever you want, just get it. And if it's too expensive, you can go with the Flaming Cliffs route, and it's just as fun. Like I said, you don't have to go full Fidelity. You're no better off going full Fidelity than you are with Flaming Cliffs. You'll have just as much fun either way. If this sounds fun to you, next video, we're gonna go over how to download it, get it installed, and get started. See ya.
Let's go. Yeah, way up there. Flame out.